The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.
We'll hear many in Arizona say it ain't so, Joe, but it does sound like Sheriff Joe Arpaio will not be running for governor of Arizona. Some folks in Arizona say he could easily get the job, but the Maricopa County Sheriff doesn't want the job. Sheriff, it's always good to have you. Why no interest in this job?
Neil, this happens every 4 years. The problem, if I decide to run, I have to resign the next day that I apply with signatures. So I don't want to give up the sheriff's office. I have too many things popping, sensitive investigations. Everybody's taking shots at me and my dedicated officers. So I'm not going to surrender, so I will stay the sheriff for at least 7 more years.
All right. Now, many in the state argue you could have a lot more clout as governor than you could as a very influential sheriff in a very important county. You say what?
First of all, my county is most of the state anyway, right. 2/3. I'm known around the world. I build up my reputation. And by the way, I have a gun and badge. The governor does not have a gun and badge. So I think I'm very important, even though it's the role of the sheriff.
You're 82 years old, I believe. You don't look it. Touche to that. But is this the job you want to be in and the last job you want to be in?
Yeah, this is my last one. I spent 50 years in law enforcement. You know that. Many as head of the federal drug enforcement in Mexico and all over the place. But I'm going to go out with my gun and badge. I'm not crazy about being the governor. So I'm going to do what I feel is right for my organization and not surrender to the Department of Justice and many other elements that have been trying to take me down for many years. So they're going to put up with me. I'm running again at 2016. I've already raised over $4.5 million, so I don't think money is the issue.
No, it wouldn't be the money. That would be enviable amount to if you were a presidential candidate to raise, but that's besides the point. I want to pick your brain a little, Sheriff, if you don't mind, on this. American soldier has been holed up in a Mexican prison cell now for the better part of 2 months. What do you think of that and his argument that, he got lost? Other soldiers have wandered into the Mexican border with weapons and nothing like this happened to them. Is there something we're not getting or seeing? Is there something more to this? What?
Yeah, I was a director in Mexico City, Mexico, many years ago. It's sad what's happening. I mean, they seem to want everybody put out of jail here to get into our country illegally. On both sides of the fence, both administrations. So I don't know what's going on, but I hope that this problem, especially if they use the Secretary of State and even the power of the president, why doesn't he speak out as to what's going on?
But why are they dragging their feet? I can only imagine, you're closer to this than I am, that there must be something else going on. This has dragged on for a while. Like we've said, this has happened with other soldiers on both sides of the border who've accidentally wandered into that, always with weapons a lot of times. So something is just amiss here, and obviously Secretary of State Kerry couldn't get him free. Something's amiss here.
Well, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Is it political? Are they trying to stall it to get some kudos later on? Say, oh, we rescued the guy. He's out of Mexico. Take a lot of credit. We're the heroes. I don't know. The White House has plenty problems going on. Maybe they hope this will turn into a positive situation. I don't know. I'm pretty. There's a lot of devious situations going on.
Well, no, you're right about that. On the illegal immigration issue, and that's something near and dear to you, to any of the noise you hear out of the present crop of possible presidential candidates win you over? Any favorite among them that interest you?
No, not really. They all came to me last time for my endorsement. I settled with Governor Perry. Maybe he'll run again. But I don't know. Everybody talks. I get a little disenchanted. I have a couple of big sensitive investigations going on. That's one reason I'm not leaving the office. But nobody seems to have an interest in my investigations.
But if Governor Perry were to run again, would he be your favorite guy for now?
Yeah, unless I run, which I'm not going to do. But yeah, we need a Texas Ranger back in a White House.
All right. It's always good seeing you, Sheriff.
Thank you.
Joe Arpaio, 82 years young, in that sheriff's job, pretty much for as long as he wants it, the way these elections go for him.
The only people who don't want to disclose the truth are people with something to hide.